Here's the champion. You're listening to Tarver's Take. I want to dive right in, man, and just the big heavyweight news in boxing. They're really dominating the airways right now from Saudi Arabia, Riyadh season, man. And they're coming right back February 17th for undisputed. It's Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk for all the belts, man. And when I look at that fight, I really got to say, Usyk, man, has the footwork. He boxes, he moves around very, very well. I like that he's always moving the target. You never really see him sitting or standing in one place. That's really good. That movement might cause Tyson Fury some problems early on. But I think when I look at this fight, it comes down to power. And I believe when you look at Oleksandr Usyk, when you look at Usyk, he has all the intangibles, but that's the one thing that I think he's missing, and that's that sheer knockout power. And I believe that's the only thing that's really going to unnerve a guy like Tyson Fury. You got to give him something to worry about. And when you look at Wilder, his punching power, and then as of late, Ngannou, those are major punchers, man. And I think that gets Tyson Fury respect. If Oleksandr Usyk can come out and hurt him, maybe hit him with something that wakes him up and gets his attention to let him know that he could be knocked out, I think that allows him to control those middle to late rounds. He's going to have to put something in the back of Tyson Fury's mind, something that he can worry about, because that's the only thing I believe is going to throw Tyson Fury off his game. The threat of being knocked out. That makes anybody cautious or second guess themselves. I don't think Usyk comes with that type of power from what I've seen. You know what I mean? So I believe Tyson Fury will have that advantage, that size and height advantage. Not only have that, I think he'll use that effectively by leaning on Usyk. You feel me? Not allowing him to move around as much as he would like, keeping that jab in his face. And that's when Tyson Fury is at his best, when he's in the center of the ring, giving you all that herky-jerky, unpredictable boxing style that he's shown in the past. And I think that's the style he's going to have to use, get his lateral footwork moving to get out in front of Usyk. And I believe if anybody gets knocked out in this fight, is maybe a Usyk getting caught with the weight and the power of the Tyson Fury, just being the bigger, stronger man. I think Usyk could win a predictable, lethargic type of decision if it comes down to that. But I think Tyson Fury here, I think I lean toward him winning a unanimous decision here and really capturing it all and having this era of boxing being truly considered his. If you're talking about who's been the most dominant heavyweight over the last decade, and it's, undoubtedly right now, probably be Tyson Fury as it sits. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the winner of this fight. I think Tyson Fury's body of work kind of sticks out, but Usyk have beaten the guys he was supposed to beat. And then when you have 2 wins over AJ, with AJ looking as good as he looked the last time out, so that's a big feather in Usyk hat. But when I went back and I looked at that tape and I saw those fights, I mean, AJ was in all those fights. It wasn't like he got blown out just a little bit. I think he just waited a little bit too much. He was out there boxing and moving his head just for no apparent reason at times. And I think that's wasted energy. You feel me? If you ain't going to be really utilizing those feints and you too far out to even make them count, why burn that unnecessary energy? Stay in your form until you get in position to make those moves work. And I think you'll find yourself in a much better space by, not using so much of your energy for nothing. You know what I mean? And speaking of AJ, he's back. And congrats and congratulations to, Gold Star Promotion, man, who's really, I told you, since the first event they had over in Saudi Arabia, really has put the heavyweight division, in a total different stratosphere, man, when it comes down to these heavyweights being active and fighting more regularly, and then the competition. I mean, he ain't throwing nobody no soft bones or just no, layups. I mean, you're having to really come over here and put your best work on display. And Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua, man, they just made an announcement. They're coming back March 9th in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And I believe Riyadh season is still in effect. Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou, man, on paper, this is a huge fight. This is a huge fight when you look at Anthony Joshua just coming off a dominating performance over Otto Wallen and get right back, man, March 9th, right back to work. So that means he's probably in training camp right now. So this is what I've been telling you, man, about these guys really getting those opportunities to stay in tip-top shape, stay in form, and continue to build on what they had and what they have. And Anthony Joshua, like I said, that fight over there the last time against Otto Wallen, I think he looked his best. If that Anthony Joshua shows up, man, it's going to be hard for a guy that just had his first, professional boxing match against Tyson Fury, in which he looked very well against Tyson Fury, taking nothing away from Francis Ngannou. But in the back of my mind, I truly believe that was more so of Tyson Fury, not bringing his A game, and Francis Ngannou knowing that he had 1 in a million type of shot to get this done. And I think he put his best talent on display, but it really says a lot more about what Tyson Fury didn't do or what he didn't have that night that I believe allowed Francis Ngannou to look as good as he did, and in a lot of ways surprised a lot of people with his performance. Now he's right back up. He get a chance to do it again against what you would call one of the gatekeepers in the heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua, 2-time heavyweight champion, man. And I believe could be the 3rd best heavyweight right now today. And Francis Ngannou get a chance to go over there once again and upset the world. Can he beat Anthony Joshua? Now it's a 10-round fight, and I believe this is a championship quality fight, and I believe it should be 12 rounds. As Francis Ngannou is going to campaign at one of the top 10 heavyweights in the world, he's going to have to schedule those 12-round fights